Hello, class, and welcome to Introduction to Psychology Online, or DL. My name is Christine Henderson, and I will be your professor for this semester, and I am here to help. I wanted to show you a picture of myself. Sometimes it helps to put a face to a name, so I hope that in your bios, which you're going to post the first week of classes, that you consider putting a picture of yourself as well. I created this video so that I could introduce you to our course, and specifically our course shell in Blackboard. So I'm going to take you through our course shell in this video. It may look a little different from what you see. I do have it on my student preview mode, but you may or may not see things just a tiny bit different, but overall this is what you are going to be able to see when you enter into our course shell. You will see a welcome banner. It will say welcome to PSY 111, DL3 or DL4, depending upon which section you're registered for. This is what we call our home page, and this is our page banner. So occasionally I will switch pictures up or have some words on there as well, depending upon the content and the topics that we're covering for that day. You'll also see here any announcements that I've made for the course. Announcements will be available here. You can also click over here to see announcements, and announcements will also be sent to your SUNY Orange email. Over here is a report card. Because we haven't officially started, you do not see any grades, but once we start completing assessments and learning activities, you'll see your grades here. But again, all over here in the course menu, you'll be able to see your grades, and I'll go there in just a moment. You can also take the Blackboard Student Orientation if you click this link. If you need a little refresher, if you just want to remember how to do something, this orientation can be very helpful. If you have not taken an online course before, I highly recommend that you go through this orientation prior to the start of class. So I'm going to go over here to our course menu. This is what I call our course menu. So again, this is our home page. These are where you can find any announcements that I've made for class. And then the next really important part of the course menu is our course information. So if you go ahead and click that, what you're going to see is a lot of great course information. Here's where you'll be able to find the course syllabus, and you're going to click this PDF file, open that up, and read through the entire course syllabus. If you scroll down, you'll see our course schedule, and again, if you click this PDF file, you'll be brought to a whole schedule where I give you week by week the topics we're covering, the readings that are due, any assignments and their due dates, and any other important information regarding specific dates for the semester. If you scroll down, then you will see the textbook or the material that we will be using for this course. I had previously sent you an email letting you know that this is what we call an OER course, Open Educational Resources course, meaning that instructors who design their courses as OER courses design it in a way so that we can keep the cost of textbooks and/or materials at very little to no cost to our students. My goal is to not have you have to pay for anything. So I have found a wonderful resource which I thoroughly reviewed and believe that it is absolutely comparable to any other textbook that I would use for this Introduction to Psychology course. So this is our textbook for the course, and there's two ways that you can access this textbook. I have a PDF file here which you can click, or you can use the online, more interactive version by clicking here. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. And once you click that external link, it will bring you to the online version of our textbook. If you click contents, you can see these are all of the chapters and all of the modules. We don't cover every single chapter in this particular course, but you'll see on our schedule which particular modules are required for this particular course. Okay, so back to Blackboard. When we are in the course information section of the course menu. So when we continue to scroll down, you're going to see other very important information for the course. You will see a discussion forums folder, and this is where you'll find all the details, the grading rubric, any other resources for discussion forums. As you will read in the syllabus, discussion forums are a portion of your grade. 25% of your grade is made up from your post and responses in weekly discussion forums. So if you go ahead and click this folder, you'll see the requirements. You will see what I mean by a substantive post. I refer to a substantive post, so you'll see what exactly you need to do to make a substantive post. I've provided the rubric that I use for this particular discussion forum, for this learning activity. The rubric you'll also be able to locate in the grading center as well. Okay, so if we go back to the course information section, we'll scroll down, and then you'll be able to open another folder called Participation. In the syllabus, talks about how participation is worth 15% of your grade. And again, just like the discussion forum folder, all the details, the grading rubrics, the resources, assignments are located in this folder as well. So make sure you go through that folder. The third type of, another type of assessment are your writing assignments. So in this folder, again, that's where you'll find all of those details. You'll be able to see what the writing assignments require. This gives you specific information about each of the 3 writing assignments and their due dates. This has if you click this PDF file, you'll get a more comprehensive explanation of the details and requirements. You'll also see that your writing assignments are required to be submitted to turnitin.com. So in this file, you'll be able to see what the instructions are, as well as our class ID and the password. And then again, I provide the grading rubric that I will use to grade your 3 writing assignments. And then lastly, I provided a sample writing assignment so you can kind of have an idea on how to get started with those. Going back up, we go back over to course information, and we scroll all the way down. And finally, in this section, I have provided a link to some Blackboard video tutorials that goes over in greater detail, in case you're wondering, how do I submit an assignment in Blackboard? How do I submit to a discussion forum? There's some tutorials in here that could help you if you're having a hard time with that. So next, let's go back up to the course menu, and let's go to the weekly folders. Every week has its own folder. Now, as a student, you will see the weekly folder as we progress throughout the semester calendar. So, for example, when you first sign in, you're going to see week 1's folder. And it'll tell you this is week 1, and these are the dates that are week 1. For the online course, I consider our weeks the Monday of that week through the Sunday of the end of the week. Your weekly folders will open up as we progress throughout the weeks, and every Friday at midnight, the next week's folder will open, just in case you want to get a couple of days ahead if you have that opportunity. So within the weekly folders, what you will see is the required readings for the week, which is also located on the course schedule. You will see the weekly discussion forums where you're going to submit your post and your responses to a weekly discussion forum. You will see if there's any assignments or if there's any quizzes or any other videos or any other required readings. All of this will be in that weekly folder. So for example, you will see the quiz This is a participation assignment that you're going to take after you review the syllabus. You will see this is a video that I'm going to ask you to watch about critical thinking. So you'll have all of the information that's necessary, or the assignments that are due for that week will be in your weekly folders. Okay. I do want to show you particularly what the discussion forums look like. So if you click week 1 discussion forum, you'll see there'll be some instructions. It'll tell you that this is a post-first discussion forum, meaning you have to, before you can see what any of your other classmates have posted, you have to create your own post first. If you scroll down, you will see what the topic is, what you're required to write in the discussion forum. And then when you're ready to start, you're going to click Create Thread. And once you click that, you will be able to start typing in your response. I highly recommend that you originate your discussion posts and responses in another document first. Maybe it's Notepad, maybe it's Word, whatever works for you, because unfortunately in Blackboard, there is no save function in these text boxes. So if for some reason you accidentally hit delete, or you lose internet connection, or just something, your battery dies, something happens, you will lose everything that you typed in that message box. So please originate your posts and your responses somewhere else that can be saved so you don't lose the work that you've done. Okay, so when we are back in our week 1 folder, you will see, as I mentioned, the readings, any assignments, the discussion forums, the quizzes, any videos, and any other articles or anything that I want you to look at for that week. One of the assignments that are due in week 1 is also your bio post and responses that I mentioned earlier in this video. This is in the form of a discussion forum, but it is a participation assignment. And this particular participation assignment is a chance for us to get to know each other. In online courses, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to build that classroom community, but it can be done. And one of the ways that we attempt to do this is through really being active in class and getting to know each other. So this particular assignment, what you're going to do, just like any discussion forum, you're going to click the link, and it will bring you to where you will again create your thread and then include your bio. As you can see my bio here. So if you click my bio, you will be able to read more about me, and then you will also read about any other classmates that have posted, and then you will make responses as per the requirements of this assignment. Okay, so let's go back. So I mentioned the weekly folders, and then you have another link in the course menu to your grades. If you click here on grades, you will be brought to the Grade Center, which basically will show you all of the assignments for the whole entire semester. And then once you start completing these assignments and earning grades, you'll be able to see what your grades are for these courses. So you'll always be able to see how you're doing in class, what the grades are for your course. And if you have any questions, of course, you will reach out to me. There is a help tab as well here. If you're having any issues with Blackboard, you'll be able to reach the help center, and they will be able to hopefully navigate through whatever issues that you are having. So this is just in a nutshell, a little bit more about our course, where you can find things, what you're typically going to see in your weekly folders. But of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I hope this helps. If you're new to Blackboard, just let me know. If you have any questions, please, please, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm here to help, and I look forward to getting to know you this semester and sharing an introduction to psychology with you.